人力部长陈世龙医生指出，我国在调整外籍员工措施时，必须在企业和员工的需求之间求取平衡。政府也会给予企业足够时间来适应调整。政府在新预算案中宣布，调高准证收入门槛及收紧客工比率底线。企业，特别是中小企业，担心这将推高运营成本。更有海外媒体认为，新加坡越来越不欢迎外来员工。人力部长陈世龙医生在国会辩论财长预算声明时强调，调整措施不能被误解为政策方向改变。
We must not allow such perceptions or such misperceptions to take root, because this will be very damaging for us. Hence, I want to be very clear that the changes we announce are to ensure that Singapore remains open to foreigners who can complement our workforce.
部长也表示，他理解企业希望有多一些时间适应调整，而政府已经预设了相当长的落实时间表。
In reality, businesses will have a minimum of 18 months notice, but it could take up to 4.5 years before all existing S-Pass holders have to be renewed under the new rules. The same goes for the levies.
此外，陈世龙也批评工人党，一方面欢迎政府推出许多开支措施，却又反对通过提高消费税来资助这些措施，并指工人党主张将更多税务负担让小部分富裕纳税人来承担的做法不可行，引起了他和反对党的一场交锋。
They say, put a heavier load on some Singaporeans so that we don't have to have a GST increase. It sounds very simple and attractive, but ask yourselves, is it really doable?
I think the point of our suggestions really is a more equitable load. How do you balance things in a manner which is more equitable for society going forward, for a more fairer, more sustainable, and more inclusive society?
What you're proposing consequentially could result in very, very high disproportionate burden on the top 1 to 5%, that it is not sustainable and it is punitive, and eventually for us to sustain it.
We had made very modest recovery assumptions amounting to something in the order of 1.2 billion on wealth taxes alone. Now, of course, the whole is 3.5 billion, and so it is important that to understand that the rest of that whole would have been met by much more broad-based forms of taxation.
I think in terms of the philosophical differences, therefore my point to perhaps Professor Lim and the Workers' Party is that, do they now, having heard our explanation, decide that they support the GST and support the budget?
陈世龙也表示，财政部长黄循财总结预算声明辩论时，会就工人党的建议给予答复。